Hey everybody, this is Tommy within a Disney State of Mind. Today we're at Hollywood Studios and we're so excited to be here because today we're going to show you guys how we have our perfect day. And part of that is being able to master Lightning Lane. And so we're going to show you guys some of our best tips and tricks as we go around the park and have an awesome day. We are so excited to be here and we're excited about taking you guys along with us. Like I said, today we had a few pre-selections for Lightning Lane, and so we were able to pick up Star Tours for this morning, which is kind of exciting. That's starting right now. We were also able to pick up a Toy Story Mania and a Slinky Dog Dash, which of course is, you know, the sought after one. That's probably the hardest one in this park, or maybe any park, to be able to get. Now, my tip is, and you guys may have heard this from folks before, you may have heard it from me before, but my tip is to always get one as early as you can. There's a few things that you just, really want to ride. Make sure that you get those if you can, because those are important. But with the tier system, you're going to end up in a situation where there's like another ride that you can select that, you may not really want to ride. If you get in that situation, get that one as early as possible. And the reason why is because once you use it, you can make a selection out of any tier at that point. And so I always like to try to keep one rolling. If you can use one early, then you can keep selecting after that. You can even do first available. And we've ridden everything in a park that way before. And so a key tip is to make sure that you get an early one so that as soon as you use it, you can start getting other things and really start your day going. Star Tours posted only a 5-minute wait, but we're still using our Lightning Lane so that we can start booking that next one. Remember, as soon as you scan in, that is your cue to pick another Lightning Lane. Let's see what we can get. Mickey and Minnie, Runaway Railway. We will grab that if there's not a Rock and Roller Coaster, and there is. So I'm gonna grab Rock and Roller Coaster right there, select my whole party, and we are good to go with our very next selection. Make sure you click continue here. Guys, I can't tell you how many times I've lost one because I forgot to click continue there. And now we have our brand new plans, Toy Story Mania, Rock and Roller Coaster, Slinky Dog, which is not a bad lineup. You ready for this?
Yep.
What scene are you hoping for?
I really want the third scene with Boba Fett on the Geonosian asteroid field.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I just don't want space whales.
Yeah.
I know somebody who's not disappointed.
Nope, not at all.
Which scene did you get that you were most looking forward to?
The Boba Fett scene.
Indeed. And we also got no space whales. So it's like a win-win.
Yep.
That was awesome. I love getting the Boba Fett scene because it takes the place, obviously, of space whales. So we're excited about that. Now, when I walked up, you guys probably noticed that I said something, and I want to make sure that I clarify this. Because when I walked up, I said, hey, Star Tours is a walk-on, but I want to make sure that I use my Lightning Lane. Some people would try to hop in and modify there, and if it's your second, your third, fourth, or whatever ride of the day, do that. But if it's your first ride of the day, never do it. Use it. And the reason why is because once you use that first one, it unlocks the ability to start booking more tier 1 rides. If I would have tried to modify it, I would not have been able to book Rock and Roller Coaster because it's tier 1. But because I used that tier 2 ride, if I used that other one, because I used it, I was able to book anything available. And so Mickey and Minnie was then on the table. Rock and Roller Coaster was then on the table. If I didn't have Slinky Dog yet, it would have been on the table. And so what that does is it unlocks the ability to get more tier 1 rides. And so I just wanted to clarify that and let you guys know why I was intentional about using it no matter what instead of modifying it, was so that I could replace it with a tier 1. And if I would have just modified it, I would not have been able to do that. Since we have a little bit before our next Lightning Lane, we're gonna walk over here and do one of our favorite things to do in Hollywood Studios. We're gonna come over and watch for the first time in forever Frozen sing-along. We love this show. We almost never miss the show. And we have like a first favorite cast, a second favorite cast, and even a third favorite cast for this show. It's so clever, it's so funny. We're not going to use the Lightning Lane for it because there's no need. Especially this first showing, this 10:30 one, is always really easy to get into. And so let's hop over for Frozen Sing-Along Celebration for the first time in forever.
was gonna change.
And then Hans came back and they danced the night away.
Hans, yuck!
Come on, don't you love true love?
I don't think this is true love. First of all, he's dressed like a cruise director. Secondly, they just met.
Oh, clearly you've never seen a season premiere of The Bachelor. A wise woman once said, love is an open door.
I would never shut you out.
Wait, Nelson, will you please do the magic one more time?
Are you ready? Yes! Oh, wait up,
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I'll braid your hair.
Thanks, everybody. Have fun today. Bye. Who was it I wanted snow bone?
Oh, I want chocolate.
Chocolate, cocoa.
Six again. Bye.
What happened? What happened?
What is it up in my mouth?
Snow got in your mouth? What did it taste like?
So.
Soap. Is that helping? That cast absolutely killed the show. We heard some jokes presented in a way that we hadn't before. They did such a great job, and man, that show, I don't know why it always does something to me. You know, at the end when the snow begins to fall, I still picture a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old in there reaching out, grabbing the snow, and we all still do. We have so much fun with it, and I love it. I can't recommend it enough, even for an adults-only trip. Come and see this show. It's so clever, so much fun. We've still got a little bit of time before our next lightning lane, which is going to be Toy Story Mania. It's at 11:40 and it's 11:04. And I've said this a bunch of times before. I think the best day is going to be a healthy mix between using your lightning lane and getting in standby lines. And for me in Hollywood Studios, it's usually lightning lane and shows. And so that's usually what we're going to do. We're actually going to go over to the Disney Junior area. We haven't watched the Disney Junior Play and Dance over there in a very long time. And so we were talking about the old show just the other day in the car with the puppets and all the things. And we realized that we had pretty much forgotten most of what the new show looks like. We remembered some of the cartoons in it. And so we're going to go over there and watch it before we head back to Toy Story Land. I'm just now realizing that I may have missed it, and I'm going to refer to the family too. They're all around me. Has anybody heard an opening date for the new Voyage of the Little Mermaid? I know it was supposed to be fall, they said, right? And that's now, but we still don't have a date. And so I'm really looking forward to that being back open. I'm excited about seeing it. I missed the show. I know that they're going to kind of reimagine it, but I hope that it has some of the same kind of elements that have always made that show really cool. And so I just walking over here realized that we still don't have a date as far as I know. We're past D23. I don't remember if they announced it or not. I know that they said that it was, we know for sure it's coming, but I don't think we have a date yet. These are some of our favorite character meet and greets over here. You've got Doc McStuffins, you've got Pluto, you've got Vampirina, you've got Fancy Nancy. And we always love getting to come over here and meet these. Now, we're always talking about Disney stuff, and all that I could say is that I love Pluto being over here, but hear me out. What if you replaced Pluto, since he's not really as much Disney Junior, with the Healer family from Bluey? So I'm just I'm thinking about things that they could do to this area. And again, I know that they're fixing to change it all probably. They're redoing so much in this park, but just one of the things that we're talking about and wondering about and just curious about, because there's still a huge audience for Disney Junior, and we just love it. Barely squeaking in the 11:15 show, speeding it up. So I'm glad we barely made it.
Are you ready to start the show? My goodness, all right. So my friends at the front, make sure we're staying behind that black line. And like I said, I'm gonna have all the kids stand up with me, put your arms in the air, and we're gonna jump. You ready? Let's jump. I want you to make so much noise for Bambina. hope you did have a good time. My name is DJ Sunny. If you did not have a good time, my name is DJ Partly Cloudy. Have an amazing day, Disney's Hollywood Studios. Bye, everyone. Bye.
That show really is a lot of fun. We still like the original better. The original was amazing, but it really is a lot of fun. I actually wanted to walk over here to show you something that Carter just pointed out. Gonna flip this guy around. They do have the work walls up, and so it looks like that we're starting to get some work. And this is also back in the area of the old studio store, which used to have all of the Disney Junior toys and all of those things. And so we are working on it. We do know that they have filled the cast, or at least they made the casting call. They did that several months back and was, filling the cast for it. But yeah, so maybe soon. Camry found this pressed penny collectible area over here, and I've never paid attention to it. This is all Disney Junior folks for the pressed penny, and yeah, the old ones back when we had Jake and all those folks.
Dominic Stuff and Sophia.
We've loved Disney Junior for years, and so it's cool to see some of these older characters. Again, it's going to be interesting to see what they do to this area. Are they going to introduce Bluey stuff back here? Are they going to change everything? I don't know, but I'm so glad to see new life come into this area. Now it is time for us to head over to Toy Story Mania. Gonna have to start getting my stretch on, get ready. I've always taken so much pride in the fact that I was going to win every time we walked in here. There's only one problem though. Carter's getting really good at this. Cambry's getting really good at this. Denise is getting really good at this, and so it's not a gimme anymore. I probably lose now as much as I win, but we're gonna give this a go anyway. We were walking by on the way to Toy Story Land, and Cambry looked back here in Pixar Place and saw all the characters not in their regular meet and greets. They're just out here hanging out, saying hey to everybody. We saw Joy walk by a while ago. Frozone is usually out here. Saw him. So now they're meeting Joy over here, which is awesome. That wasn't here last time, meeting Joy in the corner. Frozone's usually in his area. And then, of course, Edna Mode up here, which Denise likes to meet a lot. Oh, Elastigirl's up here, and also Sully. And so more of these meet and greets have come outside here, and I'm excited about this. I love this area back here. I always have. Being able to come back here and meet characters. I've got a huge bias just because of, when they had the little dance party back here. We always loved coming back here. I know that you guys have seen that clip a million times. It was our very, very first video that we posted just to test the channel to make sure that we knew how to upload a video. I think it was 20 seconds of Cambry dancing with Elastigirl. And I always say that it started the channel, even though we shot it a long time before we started the channel and just finally uploaded it. But we love this area, and I'm so excited to see these characters back here. Always make sure that you take some time and interact with the characters. There was nobody in line behind us, and so we took just a little bit extra time, did some things that I didn't record, but I actually pulled up the video of Cambry dancing with Elastigirl, and of course the characters, their interaction with you is always top notch. And so she watched it for a second and grabbed Cambry, gave her a hug, gave the I remember thing, just totally immersed in who their character is. And so it's always so much fun to take time and meet them. You can also do things like that with the face characters that can actually talk with you, and they will talk about everything in their universe, their world within their context. They don't know a lot outside of it. But if you bring up things like memories that you have with them, they'll work with that. They'll work along with that. Bubbles, and they'll just make your time with them magical. And even though parents, but you remember, and they let you relive that with them. And so it's about you getting to relive some of those moments. And so it's always special. But now it's time to head over to Toy Story Mania. We had our sappy nostalgic moment, and now let's try to beat each other really badly. And remember, this is one of the things you don't want to forget. You can get caught up in the day really easily. But now we're shifting gears. Like, I've got my app up, I've got it open, and so as soon as I tap in, we're gonna be ready to make another one. All right, let's see what we can come up with. I'm gonna refresh. I don't remember if this is the double tap point. I actually think it is. I think that there are 2 tap areas here. And if there are 2 tap areas, you're not gonna get that little prompt there at the top right away. And so, yeah, so right now, here we go. It says, yeah, so there it is. I'm gonna click right there. Populating tip board, and let's see what else we can find. We've got, I want Mickey and Minnie, and I don't know if they're gonna be sold out for the day or not. There it is, right there. I'm gonna grab Mickey and Minnie, select all, scroll down here to the end of my big friends list, and do not forget to click this next continue, guys. I've done it way too many times. Go all the way to view my day, make sure that it's there. And then I also recommend, a lot of times you'll see me do this, like when I pull it up, you'll see me on camera sometimes off. I take a quick screenshot, because if things go wrong, a screenshot can help a cast member be able to work through with you what might have gone wrong. And so there we go, Rock and Roller Coaster, Slinky Dog, and now Mickey and Minnie's added. That doesn't look like a bad day. All right, who's riding with who?
I'm riding with daddy.
Okay, so you're with Mama, and y'all got all the things you're gonna unlock. So y'all are about to crush this, right? Y'all got this? You got all...
Blow it up. What's wrong with you? Come on.
Sorry, I didn't know anyone did that anymore.
Fa la 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 la. All right, girly, you ready to do this? Y'all got this?
Yep.
All right. Oh, good job, 152. Great job, Bree. Yeah, let's go. Let's see what Mama and Carter got. I got best in vehicle. I still don't know how people get almost 500,000. 498 for the best for the month. That is crazy. Good job, Bree. Good job.
I got 182,500 with 33%.
182.5, and what did Mama get?
Mama got 157,000 with 33%.
Wow. So I managed to fend everybody off today, but just barely. Just barely. You get a piggy bank. Oh, it's got the slot and everything. Oh, it's got the cork. Nobody look until I get my cork back in. That ride is always so much fun. We enjoy it so much. Over the last, I don't know, maybe 6 years, that ride is so hard to get on. So I know that a lot of people don't think about it being like a premier kind of lightning lane selection, but definitely get that one if you can, because these wait times can get crazy. Sometimes it's the second, third longest wait in the park. And remember that, you know, we're talking about putting it up against things like Rise of the Resistance, Slinky Dog, Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run. A lot of times it's still number 2, number 3 in the park on wait times. So definitely get that selection. Right now we're heading over to Rock and Roller Coaster, and I'm smiling when I say it because we haven't ridden it since it's opened back up, have we?
Nope.
No, it's been closed for refurbishment for like forever, and we just haven't gotten over here since it's opened back up. And so this is going to be our first ride in so long, and so we're so looking forward to it. Glad that we were able to grab a lightning lane for it. It's a very popular ride always, and so we're excited that we're going to be able to get on it this trip. Last time we were here, we weren't able to get this treat. They had the whole area closed down because they were refurbishing Rock and Roller Coaster, but now it is back right here. Pretzel Palooza. We have the jalapeno cheddar stuffed pretzel. All right, here it is. This amazing stuffed pretzel, jalapeno cheddar. Inside of it, there's one very similar to this in Magic Kingdom that we get a lot also, but man, this is it. All right, I think this is one of your favorites too, right? Like just anywhere?
Oh, yeah.
All that amazing cheese.
Really good.
So good.
think it's better than the one at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, and I think I like it better too.
Yeah.
Cambry just did a little pin trading and got our very first Wish pin. That's really cool. What'd you say that you traded for it?
I traded for my Nemo.
Okay, very cool. It's our time for Rock and Roller Coaster. Again, we are ready with the app so that we can immediately get our next one. Okay, we just tapped in. I'm gonna refresh the app. I don't remember if this one is a double tap spot or not, but we're gonna know here in just a second because it'll either pop up or not. And that is one of the things that you do have to remember is that sometimes you have one of these that has 2 tap points. And when you do, it says check for other experiences now. There you go, we are refreshed. We are in this thing. So let's see what is available. There's not a lot that we haven't done. I'm thinking about trying to get a, there we go. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, right there. We're gonna grab that guy. And there you go, just like that, remember? Again, I'm gonna keep saying it over and over again. That last continue, view my day, let it all populate. And there you go. So excited. It's been so long.
LA's classic rocks.
All right, Bree, you ready?
Wait, hold up. I forgot about the head bob.
What?
I forgot about the head stuff.
You forgot about the head stuff?
Most of the time I do. I never put my head all the way back.
Here we go!
I love that ride. It was awesome. Bree, is it good as you remember?
That I remember.
Was it as good as you remembered it?
One thing I hate about the ride is like my head's constantly banging, so I always get off and I have a headache. But other than that, yes.
Carter, it's been a long time. It's as good as you remembered? Mm-hmm. Cambry said that it wasn't as thrilling as she remembered.
Disappointed me.
She said it disappointed her. To me, it's like the second most thrilling ride in Disney World, or at least as far as ones that I actually like. Because I don't like Tower of Terror, but that and Guardians, I mean, that's...
You don't like the drop?
No.
The drop.
It's so much fun. Well, right now it is 12:53. We got here at 9:30, and I'm trying to remember what all we've done. We did Star Tours when we started the day. Went and watched Frozen sing-along. We went to Disney Junior, met some characters, did the little dance and play there, which is always so much fun. We went over to Toy Story, rode Toy Story Mania, and now we came over to Rock and Roller Coaster, and we, again, just haven't been like rushed or crazy at all. What we're about to do is take a break, and so we're gonna leave the park for a few hours. And so when you guys see us, it's gonna be back after lunch, after a decent little rest, and then we'll be ready to start the second part of our day with Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. We've got Slinky Dog Dash during that time, and we also have Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Sorry, trying to remember what we have. And then, of course, tonight we're going to end the night with a Phantasmic. So it's going to be a great day here at Hollywood Studios. Not really waiting in any lines and using, you know, our multi-experience lightning lane, our multi-pass, and using it to the best that we can. So again, it might be worth looking into. All right, guys, we are back at Hollywood Studios. Took us a few-hour break. Came back. Denise and Carter are just ahead of us. They stopped in at Starbucks to get us a little bit of a pick-me-up. I think we got a frap, and I think that they got us like a treat or something, maybe a cake pop or something like that. But we're getting ready to hit the second part of the day. Our next stop is over in Galaxy's Edge at Smuggler's Run. This is one of those rides that the line can get crazy long. Just a real quick tip for you, if you ever do want to ride it, it does have single rider, and it's always a pretty easy single rider to get through because there's 6 seats in each one. And so if you have, like, you know, 2 parties of 4 in front of you, a lot of times they'll take the party of 4 and then put 2 in the single rider. Now, you're always going to end up being the engineer, right? If you're going to go single rider. But if you just want to ride it and don't want to wait in the line and you can't get a lightning lane, that is a fantastic way to do it. And so just keep that in mind. But today, again, with just trying to see what we can get out of lightning lane, we were able to get one, and so we're gonna head back there. Okay, we were heading that way because we have a lightning lane, but we're gonna come here instead. We saw a 45-minute wait, but also the outside queue is totally empty. And so we've been here before with it posted 45 and nowhere near. And even 45 isn't too bad. And so I will gamble Smuggler's Run for Rise of the Resistance. And Carter, I gotta ask your opinion on that. Would you agree if you picked Rise of the Resistance, Smuggler's Run? Which one would you pick to do if you could only do one?
Rise.
Okay, yeah, I'm a Rise too. So definitely worth the gamble. I'll make sure to start the clock when we get here. We knew that if we were gonna ride this, that it was going to be standby, and so this isn't a surprise, but it's a surprise that we're going to actually go for it. And so I'm kind of excited. I love this ride, and so we'll see how long the wait really is. Right now it's 3:45, and the timer doesn't really start until we stop walking, and so I'll let you guys know how long it actually is.
First order. Remember, it is vital that you keep the location of the Pucara base secret. Lieutenant Beck, one of our top commanders, will lead you.
Affirmative. Transport is ready. 9-9 and I shall personally see them delivered.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Welcome to the cause. May the Force be with us.
Right. Take off to fullest. Take the risk now. Hurry! No, not up! I said down!
Sound the alarm! All personnel to their stations!
Sir, the prisoners have escaped.
How brave, but ultimately hopeless.
That is such an incredible and immersive ride. One of our favorites. It's not like the most thrilling, like when you think about, Guardians of the Galaxy and things like that. But as far as immersion, there's nothing else in Disney that's better than that. Now, it only took us like 25 minutes to get on, which was awesome because it was posted 45-minute wait. And usually if you see the queue all the way inside of the building, it's not gonna be that long. And so that's why we went ahead and hopped in, even though the wait time was listed as higher than it really was. We kind of looked at it and said, we've seen this before, we know about how long it is. Now, we did miss our Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run lightning lane. I'm going to share something with you guys. Now, I don't recommend rolling the dice and doing this all the time because there's a chance we get over there and they tell us no. But here's your lightning lane tip for the day. Are you ready? You have a 1 hour window. They give you a 5-minute grace period before and after. But here's what's not advertised. They don't actually give you an hour and 5 minutes or an hour and 10 if you grab the back end also. They actually give you 3 hours. We have seen this over and over and over again with folks trying this out, with us doing things. This is not like a virtual queue. This is not like the individual purchase lightning lane. Since this system has come up, you still seem to have this extended window. And we'll find out today if you still have it. And so again, if you come and you try it and it does not work, don't blame me because I'm telling you to follow Disney's rules. But what I am telling you is that we're about to go over there and try it again, and I'll let you know if it still works because it'll turn green. We probably won't even get asked any questions unless they've cinched that up. So here we go over to Smuggler's Run and let's see, because our time has been expired now for about, let's see, what time is it? For about 30 minutes. We're 30 minutes over. And so I'll cut on the camera, let you see when we tap in. If it turns green, all is well. If it turns blue, maybe not. I love coming down here and seeing the Millennium Falcon. I still remember the very first time Carter saw it in person. Huge Star Wars fan, just freaked out. But here we go, moment of truth. Will we be blue or green?
Hello, my friends.
Hello.
Scan the touch points. If it goes green, you are good to fly.
I did not tell you guys that, okay? Didn't come from me. I did not tell you that. But it works.
Automatic repair engaged. Right, pilot, push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left, move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right, pull back on the stick to fly out and push forward to fly down. Weapons are online.
It's one of those rides that's a lot of fun when you don't have to wait a very long time. I despise that queue. It's always every second of the wait, it seems like, plus some. But it's a lot of fun whenever you get a lightning lane. Now, I do want to revisit that tip that I gave you before we came in. I need to let you guys know a little bit of information about that tip that'll help you along the way. Number one, the app will only show 3 lightning lanes at a time. I was actually able to go ahead and book another one once the hour hit. And so actually at that moment I was holding 4, even though the app only shows 3. I don't know where the limit is. I really don't. But I know for certain that you can hold 6. Okay? Now here's the kicker, and this is the part that I need to tell you about. You have to remember the ones that expired. And you have to remember what time they expired, because you only have that additional 2 hours, or at least as far as I've found out. And so that's the trick. And so whenever we went to check into Smuggler's Run, it was no longer on the app, and it wouldn't show back up on the app. It's gone as far as the app's concerned because it expired. But we did book another one. And so just make sure that if you are going to utilize this trick, that number one, you go ahead and book your next lightning lane at an hour. And then number 2, you remember the one that you're riding late, because the app will not remember it for you. And like I said, I know for certain that you can, until, you know, there's some hole, some loophole, whatever's plugged. I know for certain that you can hold 6 because, you know, done it. And so just keep in mind that anything over the 3 that you're going to have to remember, but they are all still there until you get out of that grace period. We are having some clouds begin to roll in, and I think that we're gonna finish up just a couple of more things and then call it a day. Believe it or not, there was still a Tower of Terror available that we could have grabbed like right now. I booked an Alien Swirling Saucers a while ago when my hour was up before we went over to Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and went ahead and booked it, but it's at 7:30, and I don't think we're gonna hang around. I mentioned earlier that we were gonna stay for Phantasmic. I think we decided that we're gonna go swim and then come back, maybe watch Phantasmic another night while we're here on this trip, maybe tomorrow night, not sure. But yeah, it's been an amazing day using Lightning Lane and just working the system. And with just a couple of tips, you know, you guys can be pros at it too. You don't have to be here all the time. I know that we're here, you know, more than your average out-of-state family. But with just a few little tips, you guys can master the system and actually make it worth your money because of what you're going to get back in time. So what we have left is Slinky Dog Dash and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I actually need to look and see. Yeah, Slinky Dog was actually the first one that we booked, and it starts here in just about 20 minutes. And so that'll be the next thing that we hop on. We're just gonna walk around, hang out a little bit back here, Galaxy's Edge, Toy Story Land, spend a little bit of time, because we definitely don't want to walk back up to the front of the park and then have to come back again. So we're just gonna hang out here some until that time comes. The one and only Mickey Premium Ice Cream Bar. The best of the best, right? Number one on every list, unbeatable. I know that a lot of people would complain about that, but there's nothing better than the classic. You have to get one every time, right? At least one. that time. Slinky Dog Dash. I might have mentioned this earlier, but this is the ride that if it's on your agenda to ride, unless it's just a crazy low time, let this be your very first lightning lane that you book. Remember that if you're staying on property, you can book them 7 days before. If you're not, you can book them 3 days before. But let this one be like that first one. It's going to sell out very quickly. It's going to go away. It's going to be very hard to get. But if you miss it at 7 days out, if you're staying on property, don't freak out. Wait till 3 days out. Try to hop on and get it then, because they do drop some more reservations for other guests just to make sure that everybody has a shot. But if you're going to ride, this needs to be one that you put at the top of that lightning lane list, because it's going to sell out quickly and it's going to be very hard to get and a very long line to ride. Right now it is a posted 70 minutes, and this is another one of those rides that, unless it's at the very end of the day, it's that wait time every single time, if not more. All right, we're here in line at Slinky Dog Dash. I just had to swap cameras, so if things look a little bit different, the DJI is not waterproof at all. So we had a rainstorm, look like it's about to come in. We were just told that they may suspend Slinky Dog without warning. We are next in line, so 2 away. Hopefully we'll make it. They just made an adjustment to our lightning lane for Mickey and Minnie's, and so it must be down. We just got a notification of that. I'm hoping that we can ride it, because that's literally the last thing that we want to do before we get out of here. But these things can happen. I mean, sometimes rides go down, things have to be changed. It's okay. And so always try to go with the flow. You can try to wait it out, hope that it'll come back up. Hope that it will come back up. But we'll see when we get off how things look. But this may end up being our last ride of the day. Looks like we barely made it. It's starting to rain. I feel it. Crazy. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, we've been on this thing several times with it raining, and it hurts. The rain, the pain, the ow.
Oh, the rain's starting to pick up.
It is. It's raining harder. Oh.
I think we're the last people on this ride.
I think we are too. I don't think they're gonna let anybody else ride.
Oh no, it's like raining.
Oh, it's raining hard now. Oh gosh. Here we go.
Now, please.
It's pouring.
Oh, I think they're about to launch a group in the rain.
And it hurts so bad, right in the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Oh, we are drenched, guys. We are drenched. Oh, there's the last one. Oh, gosh. We are drenched. Camber K, you are drenched, girl. Are you a little damp?
Just a little.
You have puddles on your face.
What do you expect?
Oh, look at them, though.
Another crew getting off, drenched. All right, so it's raining and we are still gonna go. We did just find out that even though I had a change to my Mickey and Minnie's lightning lane, which was weird, the ride is up. And so I think it went down temporarily and then popped right back up. And so we're gonna head over there and ride it. And to answer your question, yes, now we're done for the day. So we're gonna go over there, give it a ride again today. We did everything that we wanted. And again, it was a situation where lightning lane just added to the value of the day. It was worth it for sure. All right, here we go. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I can't, Carter, real question. How often do we find ourselves walking into this ride when it starts raining?
This is at least like the 3rd or 4th time.
It feels like a lot. Like it seems like a theme. Obviously we've ridden it a ton of times, but I guess I just remember the wet times. So, but here we go. Let's end strong. Runaway Railway. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up right here because it's important to bring this up. We actually got here and we went to scan in and it was blue. And she said, I'm sorry, you don't have a lightning lane here. And what ended up happening was our pass went multi-experience. And our pass went multi-experience before our check-in and the time somehow changed on it. And she said, so unless you can show me something different, that was her quote, then you're gonna have to wait and go to standby. And because I take screenshots of absolutely everything, I was able to scroll over and say, hey, here's what it said, this is what it changed to, and this is where it went multi-experience. And she said, all right, our system's not talking to each other well, come on in. And so there's your tip for the screenshots. I know that it seems excessive. You are gonna have to go back after your vacation, obviously, and delete all these because you're gonna have a pile of them. But I'm telling you guys, it saved us more than once. And so over the years, we learned with all the systems, even back to FastPass, we took screenshots. And so the one more tip, if you want another one, take screenshots.
Nothing can stop us now. I don't know how. We could have any trouble.
You all right? You making it? Hey, Cambry, guess what? You're still wet.
That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent. You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's
Bye, Chubby Bird. Denise was just saying that she wished that we could stay in the tornado room for about 15 more minutes.
Maybe my shirt would have been dry.
Just enough to dry us out. I love that ride so much. I don't even know why. I love it. And with that, we are done. Guys, we had so much fun today here at Hollywood Studios, using Lightning Lane, having all of the stuff that comes with it, all the extra time to be able to stop and watch shows, hang out with the family, even leave the park in the middle of the day and still be able to get everything we wanted to done. We're actually leaving today with 3 Lightning Lanes still in the queue that we could use, and we're just gonna head out for the day because we're done. Remember that the success of this system starts with pre-booking. 7 days out for hotel guests, 3 days out if you just have a ticket. Now, if you want a travel partner to help you out with this, guys, our official travel partner here at In a Disney State of Mind is Ticket to Adventure Travel Company. I'll leave some information down in the description to be able to get in touch with us and to be able to work through things and see if Ticket to Adventure might be able to help you with your next Disney vacation. If you guys see us in the parks, make sure you stop and say hey, because we would love to get to meet you. But until then, remember to keep living in a Disney state of mind. Bye, guys.